Why aren't you in the stock market? There might be a
It's
good reason.
it's scary,
It's
right?
scary.
It's too scary out
If I
there.
put $100 in, it might be gone tomorrow. If I buy the wrong company and
Right,
they go
right.
bankrupt,
Yeah.
goodbye $100. Why aren't you in the stock market? You might have good reasons. Why are you in the stock market? Why are you investing in the stock market? You might have good reasons for that too.
Yeah.
This is a cool site I found that shows you what you would have made if you were in the S&P 500 in the past. So I'm showing you this because if you're on the sidelines saying, "I'll invest next year," I'm not, I'll do it
Yeah.
next week, next year.
I need to learn more. I
I need
need
to
to,
learn more. I need to
yeah.
make more. I got. This will show you what you would have had if you started in 2019 and over in the next few years to the end of 2023, how much it would have grown. Check this out. If you had $10,000 just dumped in there in 2019, and you at the end of the year you would have $20,000, it doubled.
Doubled.
It went
Like,
up about 15% over that. Is that 5 years?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years. Got to double check my math.
Art and social
Art
studies
and so,
teacher.
yeah, art. This is one,
We got to get our
two.
fingers out for this stuff.
So think about that. The stock market, if you know the history of it, recently it's been hot, and I'll show
Yeah.
you. We'll show you a slide here in a second to show you how well. The S&P 500 is just an easy example because it's a benchmark.
Right.
So that is a lot of money. It doubled.
Doubled in
Think
5 years.
about that. 20 grand. You didn't do anything except have it in there. You did the hard work of making that 10,000.
Yeah.
Whatever job you have, you work hard for that. But now it's working hard for you. You got 20 grand.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So check this out. This is another site. We're doing this to hopefully motivate you if you're not investing in the stock market or investing in something for your future. Because becoming financially independent, I think everyone would agree, it would be a nice feeling or is a nice feeling.
Yeah.
We want to be our own boss and decide, do I want to work for this company or not? Or do I want to work for myself? Or we want to be financially independent. This is one of the most popular ways to do it, investing in the stock market.
Yep.
Because it's easy. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm not that smart if I'm counting on my fingers. Even someone dumb like me that has to count on my fingers is smart enough to know if I put money in the stock market, because it historically grows.
Now, I want to push back just a little bit here.
That I'm not smart, I know. I'm beating myself up. I know I'm brilliant.
How do I go and put my money in the stock market?
You know,
and what does that mean in the stock market?
No, you're right. You got to learn some basics, and that has to be taught. That's a good point. There are good videos. We don't make those very simple videos. We got to start at a simple. How do you do that? I agree. Mm-hmm. I'll just quickly say, like Fidelity, you see these commercials, Charles Schwab, Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make it easy for you to sign up because they want your money. It's almost like signing up for a bank account is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
But what do you invest in? That's a seriously good question you should ask. Don't just do what your neighbor's doing because he or she's saying, I'm making all this money off this one investment. Do some research about what you should invest in. Read some good books, some good reliable sources, and then do it. A lot of people, I'm not saying you should do this, you got to think for yourself. A lot of people just invest in S&P 500 index fund, because if you do that, you're investing in the 500 biggest US companies.
Yeah.
And it's cap weighted, so the bigger companies you're investing in more. So like Amazon, Google,
Netflix,
yeah, Nvidia recently because of AI. So you're right. You got to have a baseline. So, but we're all capable of doing that. So this is a reality right here. Check that out, and you can manipulate this. Go to this calculator. We'll have it linked below. You can see it up here. So let's say the end of 2024. Whew. 25,000.
25,000.
You added 5,000 in that next year, and you're up to almost 17%. So obviously we've been on a bull run.
Yeah.
Stock market's been on fire. This is a cool chart we'll link to. This is the last 30 years of how well the S&P 500 has been doing. Again, that's what it's looking at.
What if we go back to our 5-year time frame?
Yeah. Good point. Even with that really bad year, that scary year where it went down almost 20% in 2022.
Yeah. And this is this year.
Yeah, they already have it
right.
They refresh it maybe every day, or I don't know how often. So and we're doing this in October, so almost getting to the end of the year, and we're almost at 14%.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, 23 last year.
Yep.
So this has been a nice run if you've been in the stock market the last 10 years. If you go back 20, you can see, or let's just spread it out to 30. These were horrible years.
.com bust.
Yeah, but if you kept your money in and rode that terrible wave, you're going to still be ahead. It's all, you got to play the long game. This isn't get rich quickly,
Right.
unless you want to try to pick that 1 year, it goes up 30% almost, and put in $1 million.
Got to have that first.
Yeah, and then you're up to 1.3 million in 1 year.
Right.
But yeah, it's a long game. So trying to get you excited. It's your future, it's your personal finances. I think we all would agree, though, we'd like to be financially independent. That's ultimate. And this is one way to go about it. If you started back in 2019, you're on your path. You're doing really well. I mean,
Yeah.
If this is a person that actually did this, they're already up to 25,000.
Nice. And then they didn't do anything else other than just put their money into the investment.
Exactly. And you could look at the site. There's more information. You could take a deep dive if you like, get in the weeds. But this guy down here, Ian made this nice site for us, so it's free, so we can all get inspired if we need to, or say, hey, this is what's happened in the past. You got to know the history. You know the history, you know where we might be ending up going.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Any last thoughts, J-Dub?
No, you got to. Yes, do more than just hold on to your cash.
Yeah.
You have to invest in order to get yourself into a better financial position later in life.
Exactly. And I would just say, if you're a little bit scared about doing this, I understand it. We all have different tolerance levels. Maybe start with $50 a month or $100 a month, something that's really manageable and you're not worried about losing. And after a year, you can see the results. And then knowing the history, even if it's a bad year, because eventually we're going to have another bad year.
Yeah.
Just know that there's a lot more good years than bad years.
Right.
So just know the history too. And that's what we kind of briefly went over there.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Good luck with everything, and we hope you're having a great day.
That's right.
Cheers.
We'll see you.